So it's time to get serious about thinking about where I'm going to mount all my sniper modules and my transmission module. This right here is a shock sensor for the aftermarket alarm, which I don't think I'm going to use now that I believe I have the stock alarm fixed. I discovered what was wrong with it. I'm thinking that area there might be big enough to hold the coil. And then over here is the relay for the original air conditioner, which is not used with the vintage air system, so that can go out. I'm going to see if the CD capacitive discharge ignition module will fit there. So, I need to hold it with a wrench on the other end. Goes into the windshield wiper well. Just use this kind of like a screwdriver, and I think that one nut will come off without a wrench. And then I will probably know what size bolt, or nut rather, I have on the other side. I don't know what kind of socket I need to hold that with. That looks to be a 3/8. And I'm probably going to be better off going with a deep, because the screws stuck through quite a bit on the other side. I don't know if I need to hold it with a wrench. I just need maybe to be able to grip it with a socket to take it off, because the other one came off easily. I held it by hand. Yeah, that appears that's going to work. I guess I may have messed up just a little bit whenever I put the wiring harnesses in, because I kind of left a short, oops, dropped the relay, kind of left a short lead for the plug for the CD system, so might limit where I can mount it. So that's why I came up with maybe mounting it there. The only drawback to mounting it there, I don't know how much of a drawback it really is that the sniper logo will be upside down. I may have to close the hood and go underneath to see how much room I have to mount this. Might be a shame that I didn't put a longer stud in here. That may have been able to go right on that stud. Might have been too high. I think I am going to have to raise the car and get under there and check to see the clearance I have for this, because I don't want to mount it and slam the hood on it and have an interference problem. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off. I got to see what kind of screw I need there. What kind of a tool? Looks like it might just be a screw. But I know the CD module won't fit there, it's too big, and there's a windshield washer connection going through right there. The hose for the windshield washer that would interfere with the CD module. So you need a slotted screwdriver and probably a 3/8 wrench from the back side. So that shock sensor wasn't on very tight. I didn't even need a wrench from the back side, just a screwdriver. I can hold this with my fingers. I guess I could use the shock sensor on the original system because of the way it works. Original alarm system, but I don't know where I'd mount it. It's going to be with all the stuff I'm putting in here. Mounting space might be at a premium. So what I'm going to do now is go get that coil and see how well that fits in that place. I kind of halfway tried to fit it in there before, but with the shock sensor in the way, it was just too hard to determine whether or not it was going to fit. So I got the sniper coil. Let's see how well it fits. So this is probably where the rubber seal from the hood hits. And the hood comes down maybe 3/4 of an inch from there, so it would clear. The only problem I see is these bolt holes are above where I can bolt in, unless I use a longer bolt and just go through here. The bolt holes would fit that way. That might be the way to go. The reason I say that is because it will bolt in, and I think there would be room under the hood. But again, I probably should actually go under the car, put the hood down, and try and put this in here to see if there's room for that. The hood's fiberglass, so I really don't have to worry about the coil wire arcing to the hood. So that is a nice thing. And then the other unit that I need to find a place to mount is the transmission unit, which I don't know what I was maybe thinking about mounting it on that plate that just covers a hole in the dashboard. I think it will fit. It's already RTV'd in place, so I'd have to drill through it without taking it off. But I think maybe that would be okay. So I think what I'm going to do is move all those wires, go under and do some test fitting on the CD module and the coil module. So I crawled under I raised the car up on the lift and got under the hood from the bottom with the hood closed. It turns out the coil basically can't go here because part of the hood comes down in this area, and it would interfere not with the coil wire but to the electrical wires going to the coil from the wiring harness from the capacitive discharge system. So that was out. And then because I want to keep the coil relatively close to the distributor, because I need to have that top of the coil wire to the distributor, I tried that over here. And that will work here because I can set it lower and have the coil wire just run to basically about there. And then looking at that, that meant I couldn't put my capacitive discharge unit there. But what I noticed about this harness is it's the power and ground wire that go all the way back to the battery that are my limiting factor. The two wires or harnesses that attach to the other parts of the system are big enough to put in a motorhome front to back. That's just, they are more than long enough. So my plan will be one of two things, depending on my further thoughts, is I will extend the power and the ground wire here so that I can mount my capacitive discharge unit back here. And if I can make a plate big enough to mount that and my transmission unit here and mount them on these two studs that come out from where the old blower motor was, then I will somehow fabricate a plate to mount here, bolt those to the plate, bolt the plate to these two studs. If that doesn't work out, then I'll bolt the CD unit here and on the back of the fender well, not the fender. I'll consider mounting the transmission unit there. Let me aim the camera better. The transmission unit is supposed to be good up to 3 feet deep in water. Not that I ever plan on doing that, but that could go up here. This, unlike modern cars where this is plastic, this is actually fiberglass, and it's plenty strong enough to hold that and support it well. And like I said, the CD unit could go there, or maybe both of them will go here, depending on what I decide to do. I mean, I could put the CD unit up here and the transmission unit here. like I said, the rest of the harness on this plug that goes to the CD unit is plenty long enough that if I just extend these power and ground wires right here, I can put it anywhere. So I didn't get a lot of stuff technically, well, not technically, physically accomplished today, because I spent a lot of time thinking and planning. I did get this plate on the air conditioner, and it appears to be in a good position, so I guess that's a success for today. But that probably is in a different video. Well, hopefully next time I'll have some more thoughts or plans, or actually maybe something actually set up to be able to actually mount some of those units. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.